It always amazes me that some people have never heard of Spring Mill State Park at Mitchell, Indiana. In my humble opinion, it's the most amazing state park and hands down my favorite. If you've never been, you'll be astonished with all this place has to offer. But if you have, you know what I'm talking about. Like many other state parks, Spring Mill has a nature center, hiking trails, a place to swim and kayak, and a lodge. As of summer 2023, the lodge is closed for renovations. Before it was built, the idea was to place it above Saltpeter Cave, and the natural coolness would be free air conditioning. This was not a good idea, as you cannot control humidity at all. But Spring Mill also has unique things you won't see in most others. And if you haven't been to Spring Mill in a while, there have been some changes as of 2023. Let's hit the highlights. There's a space museum at the very front of the park. It's dedicated to Indiana astronaut Gus Grissom, who was a native of Mitchell, Indiana. It even has his space capsule. Or how about an abandoned ghost town that was restored in the 1930s? The village is one big pioneer museum, and you can tour each of the buildings at your leisure. The mill itself is a giant 3-story museum. The first floor features the milling operation. The next 2 floors have displays about pioneer life. But what I think makes Spring Mill absolutely unique are the caves. The park is on top of the huge Donaldson Cave system, and while many caves are clearly identified, others aren't, due to safety concerns. While you can't go in all of them, you can certainly view their beauty, such as here at Hammer Cave that sits above the village. If you can do steep stairs, Lower Twin and Bronson Caves are right next to each other. Located near the front of the park, Lower Twin Cave is on the left and Bronson is on the right. Although it looks pretty harmless, Lower Twin Cave is a death trap due to a water hazard. Experienced cavers with permits have had trouble with this one. Bronson eventually connects with Donaldson Cave and requires not only a permit, but swim gear and a flotation device. However, the Twin Caves boat tour requires no training at all. If you can do steep stairs down to the dock, it's only $3 to take a great boat tour into Upper Twin Cave. The boats are safe, everyone gets a life jacket, and kids of all ages will love it. The allure is how quiet and mysterious it all seems. you will see very few formations in this cave. But that doesn't stop it from being a very cool experience.
Let's see if we see anything in here.
If you look in the water, you might see cavefish or crawdads.
Please watch your head.
Both are completely white and blind, as they need neither color or eyesight to live here.
So can anyone assume why it's called an eastern Phoebe?
On the other side of the channel, you'll see where water flows into Lower Twin Cave. As mentioned earlier, it is a death trap. To me, the most exciting development are the improvements at Donaldson Cave that make for a much easier and safer way inside. If you are out of shape, the stairs down, or rather, back up, are killer. Be advised, it is not handicap accessible by a long shot. But if you make the trip down, it's an easy walk to the cave, courtesy of the new ramp. The ramp provides very easy access to the second level of Donaldson Cave, bypassing the water completely. And if you came here before, you know how precarious it was to climb up there. Just bring a flashlight, good shoes, a change of clothes, and a little bravery. But the biggest thing you'll find is mud and an uneven place to walk. You'll find a hidden exit that is camouflaged to the outside world. This is how I entered the cave in my 20s. You'll also find a narrow tunnel, about 5 feet tall, with a small stream flowing down the center. It goes back a piece, but ends at a wall, not for the claustrophobic. But apart from changes to the lodge and a new ramp to Donaldson Cave, Spring Mill is the exact same park you've always loved. Or, if you've never visited the park, it's an exciting, wonderful new adventure that will create memories for a lifetime.